السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، والحمد لله رب العالمين، وأصلي وأسلم على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. بعد, حياكم Allah, brothers and sisters, in our program Prophets Stories. We are talking about the story of Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam, the first messenger and the second Adam. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in Surah Hud about the story of Nuh. وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا نُوحًا إِلَىٰ قَوْمِهِ إِنِّي لَكُمْ نَذِيرٌ مُبِينٌ. And we had certainly sent Nuh to his people, saying, indeed, I am to you a clear warner. And we spoke about this ayah. Then next to this ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا اللَّهِ إِنِّي أَخَافُ عَلَيْكُمْ عَذَابَ يَوْمٍ أَلِيمٍ. That you not worship except Allah, indeed I fear for you the punishment of a painful day. This is, wallahi, brothers and sisters, a very important point, that we as Muslims, we should follow the Prophets, alayhi salatu wassalam. And we should, how can we follow the Prophets? We should know their biographies. What was the biography of Nuh, the biography of Musa, the biography of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, to follow them. So, what do you notice here, brothers and sisters? I mean, from this verse, أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا اللَّهِ إِنِّي أَخَافُ عَلَيْكُمْ. I fear for you. So we notice that the concern, he is worried, alayhi salatu wassalam, to protect his people. So this should be the concern of every Muslim, that I'm thinking about my surroundings. I think about people. I'm not thinking only about myself. I'm not thinking only about my family. Also, I'm thinking about my neighbors, my friends, the other people, my colleagues at work. I should work hard to protect everyone if I can. How? Tell them what is good and to do the good, and tell them what is bad and to avoid the bad. Subhanallah. This should be your mission, brothers and sisters. Everyone in his place. For example, if you are a man and you have a job and also you have a family, so you have to work hard to protect your family, your wife and your children from any evil. To tell them about anything, any good, to do it and to follow it. When you go to your work, you should spread the peace there at work, and you tell your colleague anything that you know, anything good that you know, to do it, anything bad, to avoid it. This is the heart of the real believer, brothers and sisters, to love the good for everyone. The Prophet ﷺ said, لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى يحب لأخيه ما يحب لنفسه. You will not be a complete, a perfect believer until you love for others, for your brothers, what you love for yourself. Subhanallah. This is very important in Islam, brothers and sisters. So Nuh alayhi salatu wasalam showed them that I don't want money. I fear for you. This is my job. Then the next ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us what was the reply from his people, from the non-Muslims. فقال الملأ الذين كفروا من قومه ما نراك إلا بشرا مثلنا وما نراك اتبعك إلا الذين هم أراذلنا بادي الرأي وما نرى لكم علينا من فضل بل نظنكم كاذبين. So the eminent among those who disbelieved from his people said, we don't see you but as a man like ourselves, and we don't see you followed except by those who are the lowest of us. And at first suggestion, and we don't see in you over us any merit, rather we think you are liars. Subhanallah. You and your followers, you are liars. Again, let's read this ayah again. Subhanallah. فقال الملأ الذين كفروا من قومه. We notice, brothers and sisters, this statement many times. Al-Mala'. So the chief. Those who are leaders in every place. Subhanallah. Of course, not always, but usually they are the enemies of the prophets. So if you come to the story of our Prophet, our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, what do you find? You find those who fought him, the leaders, Abu Jahl, Abu Lahab, Abu Sufyan, Khalid Walid, the leaders, subhanallah. Okay, of course, we will not say always, but most of the time. And those who followed, the poor, Bilal, Suhaib, Ammar, radiallahu ta'ala anhum. So don't look at the money or at the shape, but you have to look at the deeds and also the intention. This is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala only. Also, people of Nuh accused him. Subhanallah, brothers and sisters, if you notice that when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us about the stories of the prophets, he is from them. For example, our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from Quraysh, Nuh from his people, Hud from his people. But when the prophets and the messengers declared the da'wah, they declared inviting people to Islam, immediately they change 180 degrees. Okay, before the da'wah, you are our brother and friend. But after the da'wah, you are our main enemy. So the people of Nuh said, وَمَا نَرَاكَ إِلَّا بَشَرًا مِثْلَنَا. We don't see you but as a man like ourselves. Subhanallah. Brothers and sisters, if you notice that the Prophet Nuh and the Messenger Nuh, he called them with knowledge and logic. Okay, the knowledge that you should worship Allah alone, subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is the knowledge and this is the logic also. Because Allah is our creator, so we have to worship Him. If you notice what they replied, it doesn't go with logic, it doesn't go with any religion. Okay, so they accused Nuh that you are a human being like us. Okay, so if I am a human being like you, so what's the problem with that? Subhanallah. So if you notice, brothers and sisters, they accuse the prophets with something normal. Or sometimes with something good, like inshallah when we come to the story of Lut alayhi salatu wassalam, they accused Lut. Lut is guilty, you are guilty. Why? إِنَّهُمْ أُنَاسٌ يَتَطَهَّرُونَ. Because you are pure. Subhanallah. Because I am pure, I am chaste. This is my accusation. Astaghfirullah. May Allah protect us. Subhanallah. So you notice, brothers and sisters, sometimes people change the normal thing to abnormal thing. So that's why, brothers and sisters, we need to be patient. And we need to read the stories of the prophets to know the history. I mean, if you know the history, you will not be shocked by what you can face nowadays, brothers and sisters. So this is the importance of reading and knowing the stories of the prophets to be ready for any kind of accusation. Brothers and sisters, I need to stop now, and inshallah I'll continue tomorrow the story of Nuh alayhi salatu wassalam. Stay tuned. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.